Angry MGTOW here. The mellow MGTOW, ooh, ooh, ooh. The mellow MGTOW, yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome. Let's start the show. Today we're going to be discussing why homelessness will drive white women insane. It won't just be white women, it'll be women in general, but it's going to drive white women insane. We're going to be looking at a video, and this is going to be a response to JustinCredibleTV. And the video is actually called Meet Emily and Her Van Home. And, Emily, she's actually kind of cute, so we're going to go ahead and just jump on over to the screen and let you see what Emily looks like. There we go. So that's Emily. And like I said, Emily's kind of cute. She's kind of cute. She's definitely kind of cute. But I would wager that if she's living in a van, I can't estimate how great she actually smells. She's living in a van. It's hard for me to say how great she actually smells. Because van life is not exactly the easiest life in the world, although it's still better than car life. Who would want to live in a van? I mean, who would want to live in a van? But let's go ahead and jump into the video, and let's learn a little bit more about Emily. Yeah. And I might skip through little bits of the video to speed things up. And I hope you guys are hearing me well. I played with the mic, and it seems like I didn't have the gain or whatever on correctly, but you should be hearing me really well now. I swear, this mic could hear me shitting across the room. I'm serious, my bathroom's like literally right there. You probably didn't want to know that.
It's cold outside. You got me trembling and freezing. I ain't gonna survive unless we let some heat in.
Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Keep on rocking the free world.
Keep on rocking the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. They don't call it Vancouver for nothing. All right, Emily. Okay, so 1984.
Yeah.
Dodge Ram extended. This, I believe, is an XTC conversion, correct?
So they said Vancouver, so this is a Canadian. She's supposedly a Canadian. This is starting to make even more sense.
Or did you even know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
250 big camper. What's an XTC conversion?
Dodge is the 250.
Okay, yeah,
But the
yeah.
actual conversion company, the name of the company
Oh.
that used this roof generally, it was XTC. That was the name of the company.
Converted by Golden Year.
Golden Ears. Yes,
Yeah.
that's it. Yep.
Yeah, it's still got the.
That's it. And XTC is one of their brand names.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. You know your bands, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm really. It's my thing. Cool. Same grill I had on my old one. You got the little bumperettes to push people out of your way.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Yeah. You got steel on your bumper, man. Really?
Is it just me, or does it sound like he's like trying to build a relationship with her and the other guy so they can open up to a threesome? Like, it sounds like he's working his way towards a threesome, and it seems like something that van people would probably do. Like, hey bro, how you doing, bro? Yeah, I'm good, bro. You got a really pretty girl over there. Yeah, bro, you want some? Yeah, let's go. Get in here, bro. Get in on this action. Yeah, bro.
Steel cars have steel. So let's see your house.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see your house? Really? See, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. He just said, let's see your house. And she's like, for sure. This is not a house. This is a van. You people are homeless. Let's make it really clear. You live in a van. You are homeless.
Really clean?
Keep it clean?
Now let's be real here.
Kind of.
Come on in.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. They have a stove in there. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. They have a stove in there. Not just a hot plate, a fully functional fucking stove. Oh shit. Oh shit.
This is bringing me back memories of having a van just like this. Nice. And did you paint everything?
No, it was painted when I got it.
Okay. Yeah, because they're almost all dark wood paneling when you buy these, right?
Really? I feel like I would have liked that better.
My last one was all white inside, but it was hard to keep clean. That's the only thing, right?
Right. I could see that.
So, Emily, tell us, how long have you been living in this van?
Since July, so
Just a couple months?
just a couple months.
Yeah, and why did you choose it?
So something I want to talk about, a pattern with a lot of these women, very few of these women actually live more than even a year in a van. Like, I've been doing a lot of these videos, and seldom do you find any of these women have actually made it a year or beyond a year living in a van. There was one woman who lived in her car for a while, and she did the whole car living thing, but she admitted that during the coldest months she spent a good deal of the time living inside. So basically, she was staying with someone. She didn't really go into detail, and a lot of people suggested it seemed very highly likely that she was hooking up with the guys and basically trading sex for a place to stay, which is not uncommon with women. That's something a lot of women will do. They'll find a guy to, let them in, let them stay with them, and in exchange, they'll sleep with them. This is not a joke. It's the absolute truth. There was this one woman, Katie, I think, and or whatever her name was, and she said that she she was traveling from LA to maybe Louisiana, and she ran out of money, but then she was able to make it because she found money. And someone made a really great comment in the comment section. They said she either stole it, begged for it, or sold ass for it. And it's really hard to say that they're wrong. She either begged for it, stole it, or sold ass for it. Because how else would she have gotten it? Let's be very clear. So, when you look at the situation, especially with this girl, I'm just like, wow, she actually set up a stove in there. She actually put a stove in there, or had someone put a stove in there. But this is no way that anyone in their right mind is going to want to live. She might think this is fine, but one, you have to remember this is a very confined space, and it may seem really great not having to pay rent and being able to live on the road and do the whole hippie lifestyle. But when you get a flat tire, it really sucks. When the engine goes, it really sucks. When this car breaks down, when something goes wrong and it needs to go into the shop, they have nowhere to live. I mean, you live so much out of these things, it's ridiculous. And there's just a whole thing of not having a place to come back home to. Living in your van is not something that I would recommend for anyone. Living in a car is even worse. And again, this is no way to live. And she's saying, she admits she's only been doing this for a few months. Seldom are you going to find anyone who's done this for over a year, and seldom will they have spent the entire year in there. If it's a man, there's a lot of guys who've been living in their cars for years. It's different when it's men, because men at least save money. These women are living in these vehicles and they're not saving any money. They have nothing to show for it. They've been living in these cars this entire time. They have no savings. They have no bank account with lots of savings put together. They have nothing to show for it, and they would love to find a man to take them in and get off the street. And this is where a lot of women are heading, with very few possessions, living out of a vehicle. You think I'm joking, but this is the honest to goodness truth. I mean, just look at her face. I paused the video, and you can see she knows she's doing something wrong. You can look at those eyes. Look at those eyes for a moment. You can tell in that moment there's some thoughts going on in there. There's a bit of shame going on in there. This isn't pride.
Basically, my living situation in Vancouver expired, and I had the van because I'm going touring in the fall. And
for your band, right?
Yeah, for my music. So I was just like, you know what? I've got it. Why not get into it?
Yeah.
She said her living situation expired. You mean, in other words, the guy that she was staying with kicked her out or something? You know, she's going touring with her band in the fall. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Like, these girls, they have no money, they have no savings, they have nothing to show for anything that they do. And then later on in life, after they've had all their fun, they've ridden the carousel, you know, done all of this and had all of their adventures, they have nothing left. They have tons of student loans, debt, disease. I mean, they are, you know, liver spots. They basically worn themselves out. That's when they want a man to come in and save them. That's when they want some man to come in and clean up the mess that they've made over the last 20 years of their lives.
The money and
Screw the hotels.
it's summer and it's been awesome.
And so you're planning to do this all winter too?
I will be doing this all the way until December, yeah. And all through, like, I'm going down to the East Coast and going to be in New York in November and whatnot, so.
Now, I was going to say, here in the winter, you've got no problems. In Vancouver's nice and warm, but
Yeah.
New York, that's a different story.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see how she goes. For sure.
There's a furnace that may or may not work.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Get that checked out. They're really simple to fix if need be.
Yeah.
So this is one thing.
She has a furnace in there, so she has heating in this thing? Okay, you gotta be kidding me.
Thing I like about the older vans too is they got the full 4-burner stove and oven, whereas almost all the new ones have like a little 2-burner and that's it, or a convection microwave. So you got to start a generator just to use your oven, right? It's
People always think it's hilarious that I have 4 burners.
Yeah, they almost all did back in the day, back in this time, right? And my motorhome now, I have a 3-burner and an oven, right?
Right,
So,
yeah,
yeah. I love having that oven though to make pizza and fries and all the rest of
Yeah,
that. So.
you use it for toast all the time.
Or as a furnace.
Yeah.
Just don't kill yourself. Yeah, you can leave a window open if you've got that on.
Yeah.
All right. So you just decided to get up and stop paying rent.
Yeah.
And that was it, and have a little bit of freedom. So I saw the news article on the Daily Hive, right? Now I've done interviews with other people who've been on the news. I've been on the news as well. They like to come after us because of the rental and the high housing price situation in Vancouver. So they like to try to spin it to be something to do with that. Now, in my case and in many other people's cases, we're doing it just as a lifestyle choice, and that's irrelevant. I really don't care if rent costs less. I'd still choose this over that,
Okay,
right? So,
fair, yeah,
so for you though, it really seemed when I read that article that you just really genuinely enjoy this lifestyle.
Totally.
Yeah, you're really
I'm glad
liking
it came
it.
across that way.
Yeah.
Comments have been awesome to read.
Yeah.
A lot of people that will like spend a lot of energy to be like, God, girl lives in her van, but she can afford a Starbucks coffee in the morning. And,
Well, hell yeah,
You know,
it's like
I can afford a Starbucks because I live in a van.
yeah.
down by the ocean.
It's totally a choice, and it's been so nice to choose where we get to sleep every night and what view we want to wake up to, and to have your home with you wherever you go. It's like
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah, for sure. And what I've discovered is a lot of people who were forced into this lifestyle, tell me if you agree or not, they're forced into the lifestyle and then they decide, geez, I like it.
Right.
I'm gonna keep doing this.
Right.
I've been
So, yeah, there are a lot of people who may be forced into it, but trust me, this is no way to live. I've been there. This is no way to live. It's a miserable way of living. And I'll say this right now. When you consider how much you have to spend on maintenance, on car insurance, I don't have a car right now. When you consider how much you have to spend for car insurance, how much you have to spend in gas, how much you have to spend for a number of things. Thankfully, because I don't need a car to get around, the money that I would use to pay for car insurance and monthly payments and all that other crap, or just maintenance, I can use that to rent a place. It's not the greatest place in the entire world, but it's at least it's somewhere to rest my head. And I'm looking at this woman thinking, wow, you are out of your mind. And you know, it's funny because she's a target now. She's a target. People see her on the news or they see in the media. She's not an ugly girl. She's still fairly young, and there's a lot of danger that comes with living in a vehicle like this. People can target her. You know, she can be sexually assaulted, she can be physically assaulted, she can be robbed. This is not cute. This is not pretty. Living in a car on the street, parking in even in a camping area, it can be very, very dangerous, especially for a woman. And she's acting like, oh, this is awesome, this is so great, and look at me, I've got my Starbucks and no bra on. This is no way to live. I'll make it very clear. This is a very dangerous way of living. And you know, again, she's only been doing it for a couple of months. Where do you go to the bathroom? Like, that's one thing that you'd have to ask her. Hey, where do you go to the bathroom? I stop at places. She doesn't look like the type. She looks like the type that goes by a tree. Okay, a lot of these people, you know, another video I made, this woman showed you the bucket that she uses to shit in and the McDonald's cup that she uses to piss in. And I don't see a bathroom in there. I don't see a bathroom, and I really hope there isn't one in there. And you know, where does she go potty? Honestly, by the side of the road, because if you don't have a McDonald's or you don't have a Walmart or some place you can go, and chances are you're not going to be able to find one at the middle of the night when you have to use the bathroom, they're going on the side of the road. They're going on the street. That's the honest truth. They're going on the street. It's no joke. It's not a secret. They're going on the street. And they made the decision. They've chosen this life for themselves. And I don't think any of us should feel sorry for them. You know, she chose this life for herself.
It's so many people in that situation.
I'm looking forward to it. It's so funny. Even we were just in Tofino, and it's like van dwellers just seem to kind of come together.
Yeah.
Like, we just saw the same people all week.
It's like owning a motorcycle.
Totally. So what do you think of it?
Oh, I like it. You know, I've been a touring musician for a long time, so I'm used to the vagabond lifestyle. Yeah.
Very cool.
Not so bad.
Not so bad at all, eh?
Yeah.
You dirty hippies. Yeah,
He's
no,
funny,
just kidding.
He has a place, and we got back from tour, and we like spent one night at his place, and he's like, "Want to go sleep in the van somewhere?"
Yes.
We both sleep so well in here. I don't know if it's something about being like.
I am the same
I don't
way.
know why,
A couple of years ago, I had a friend who asked me to house sit for them, feed their cats and whatnot for about a week and a half. I did. I went and fed their cats, but I actually I didn't want to stay in the house. I felt uncomfortable in there. I felt way better in my own van.
Yeah.
That's totally normal. So don't think you're not normal. Actually, a girl I did an interview with about a month ago, Jessica, she's just parked a couple parking lots down right now.
Oh, yeah,
from us right now, and she was saying the same thing. And she used to actually have a house. She had a mortgage and everything.
Oh wow.
But she still prefers staying in the van.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm so. It kind of surprised me that there's such a community in like such a metropolis city. So that's like very cool.
That's why it's called Vancouver.
It happens everywhere.
I'm like looking at the comments and people are saying dirty hippies.
Right, totally.
Putting the van back in Vancouver.
Yeah. Well, I think there's I would estimate in all of Metro Vancouver, not just the city of Vancouver, but all of the surrounding cities, there's probably a couple thousand people, at least.
Very cool.
And in the suburbs where I work right now, like in that one neighborhood where I work, I could count at least 24 people.
Yeah, he's working in Maple Ridge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where I grew up.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. No, they're everywhere, and they're more lax out there, right?
That's where the Golden Ears Company is based out of.
Yep.
There you go. Right, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Was. I don't think they're there anymore. No, I know.
There's a little plaque behind this.
Oh yeah, if you open that cupboard, there's a little plaque in there.
Oh, the hat holder. Very nice.
Golden Ears.
It's here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there. Golden Ears and yeah, that's right. Maple.
Yeah. You know, guys, I'm looking at some of these great comments. There's this one person in the comments named Ginger Sleep in the chat right now, and they said, "This is the type of woman you'll see submit to Islam and claim it's empowering."
Ridge, BC. Yep, XTC.
There you go.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, I'm a geek.
Some people know their cars. Justin knows his camper van.
Right?
Cool. So you actually have a water tank in here too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have hot water in this one, right?
No.
No, this model didn't have the hot water. So you just got to boil water if you need it. That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what this does or what it was supposed to do.
That's for city water hookup. So when you're plugged in outside to the hose,
Oh.
that becomes your water. That's all it is.
Yeah. I haven't hooked up
There
yet.
you go. Any other questions? No.
Totally.
How about this outlet?
Yeah, I'm
Does that-
assuming that.
That's 110. So that's again when you're plugged in.
Okay, cool.
Those
So
are only for when you're actually on the grid.
We
But
haven't
you,
plugged in yet.
well, there you go. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can plug in and then all your lights will be off 110, not off your battery.
Okay, yeah.
Get yourself an inverter though. Inverters are dirt cheap. Go to Canadian Tire now and get one for $30.
Okay.
And then, power inverter.
Yeah.
What's
You have a secondary battery in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Battery.
You connect your inverter to that, and then you'll have 110 outlets you can use anywhere, anytime. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
up to a certain amount, right? Depending on how big of an inverter you buy. I have 1,000 water in there, so you can plug in a hairdryer. But that's overkill, right?
Yeah.
You can get.
She needs a hairdryer.
Nah.
No, you can live without a
I just need some more
hairdryer.
hats. Yeah.
There you.
Do you know what's funny? Do you notice the guy goes, she needs a hairdryer, and she goes, no, I just need some more hats, and he's like saying, no, you really need a hairdryer. Your hair looks like shit. Like the guy is really like kind of pushing, like you need to clean yourself up a little bit. This is getting really bad. The smell in here is getting really bad, and your upkeep is starting to worry me. You need to clean yourself up a bit more. You can tell. Like, it's kind of becoming obvious that he's just going to leave her at some point.
Yeah. That's a good attitude. I love it. See? Exactly, right? Life is simple, and you don't need all this stuff. You realize you don't need it, and it doesn't make you happier,
Yeah,
right? So
my clothes have. I mean, right now we have like a full drum kit and PA system in the back.
So that's the bathroom. Originally, they have the porta potties back there, so now that's your storage.
Yeah. So this is like we have PA system and a drum kit back there, and I've got like my clothes and stuff up there. But I've really.
So the next question, then, everyone's going to ask,
Yeah.
where do you? Because your particular van doesn't have a shower. How do you deal with that?
Well, because I'm still in Vancouver, I do have friends that live in the city, and I have
Yep.
my boyfriend, and I have a yoga studio, and so there's places that I can go and get clean if I need to.
Rec center.
Rec center, yeah, but definitely because we're going through the States on our US tour, and so I'm gonna get a universal gym pass, which I've heard
Yeah.
is the best way to do it. You can get Wi-Fi in their parking lots, and you can bring you plus a friend
Perfect.
in.
So she doesn't actually shower every day. She has to go to like a friend's house to shower. So she's not even using gyms. She's not even using a gym right now, which makes me think about how clean she is. Because if she has to wait to go to a friend's house, she has to like really, really wait. All right, she's waiting to go to a friend's house. So this is kind of like leaving me to scratch my head a whole lot. Like, so she is, honestly, and it's funny how he said, we'll just get to the question everyone wants to ask, and it's funny because they were talking about that's where the porta potty used to be. So she doesn't have a toilet in there, and everyone wanted to know where do you go to the bathroom? But then he switches it to shower. No, we want to know where she takes a dump. Like, where does she shit?
And you can actually buy them off of Craigslist because they're like lifetime memberships that people try and get rid of.
Yep. No, gyms are the most popular.
Yeah.
Even for full-timers right here in the city, they just get gym members.
Something funny? Grizzly Big Towel says, someone said that it's like really, really true. Like, if you notice the hippie guy, the one with the camera, he's keeping his distance, and it's probably because she may smell really, really bad. Smelling nasty, I mean, like, a really bad stench. Why is he keeping, like, that much of a distance from her? Like, he's keeping a pretty serious distance from her. It's kind of interesting. All right? I said it. Just look at her face, look at her behavior. Homelessness will drive white women insane. That's the title, and it really is true. Lewis says, Aaron says, why aren't I skipping ahead? Because this is a really interesting conversation. It's really interesting hearing how delusional this woman is. Really interesting hearing how delusional she is.
memberships.
Yeah.
There's 24-hour one right down here on the 4th Avenue. Kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
There you
yeah.
go.
So you can go whenever you want, right?
Yeah.
So, and just in case you guys are wondering, she does not smell. It
No.
actually smells really nice.
Holy kid! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh gosh! Oh my god. For all of you wondering, she doesn't smell. And of course he's wearing a fedora. Oh god. Oh god. The fact that he had to bring up the notion that she smelled means he knew everyone was thinking it. Everyone is thinking it. Why is he keeping such a distance from her? Because he thinks she's dirty. Oh my gosh.
Actually, some of the cleanest people I meet are van dwellers,
Right.
and then some of the worst people are in like subsidized housing and stuff. Ooh. When the government's paying for people's apartments, they don't care, man. They don't take care of themselves.
Right,
But
right.
you know, you actually own your house now, and you got to be
Homeowner in
responsible for it. You
Vancouver.
are a homeowner in Vancouver. You're
Rastafari Dante in the comments says she takes a shit in the saucepan. Oh my you guys, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love this
You're not houseless. You're not homeless. You're just houseless.
Yeah.
And that's there's
You're not homeless. You're just houseless. Oh god. Oh god, my ribs. Oh god. You guys, I broke a rib a month ago. And it's hurting. It's still hurting again.
nothing wrong with that. That just means you've got one less chain on you, right, holding you down.
Totally.
So very cool. So I mean, this is kind of exciting. A new van dweller in the community, just like that. And I caught you, just like that, eh?
You picked us up right away.
Yeah, there's a lot of people down the beach. Full timers, one guy right there. Most of the ones you drove by coming in were people that stayed overnight down here.
So she really only showers. Oh my gosh. She only showers when she really needs to. It is truly gross. Yuck. Oh god. Oh my gosh. Listen, someone in this comment says, this topic is weirdly wrong. Lots of women and men live in trailers and campers of all kinds. It doesn't have much to do with the feminist problem. Okay. This is a young girl. This is not a grown, this is a girl. This is a girl. She's in her 20s. It looks like she's in her early 20s. And, she's living here because of conditions. And I mean, come on. This is no way to live. You could say, this is a joke. Like, acting like this is the ideal way to live or this is an acceptable way to live. I mean, he said it. He said it right off the bat that, she doesn't stink. Like, he can't, like, he addressed it after a while, and everyone was just, like, wondering that. Like, that bed that she sleeps in must be so dirty. Oh, my gosh. Like, does she even change the sheets? And then, like, you know, her boyfriend or whoever that guy is, he's like, she needs a hair dryer. She's like, no, I'll just wear hats. And he's like, yeah, no, you need to wash your hair. Like she's like really falling apart. She's really falling apart. Like, she's not getting the hint. She's not getting the hint that, like, he's saying she needs to wash her hair. Like, this is gross, guys. This is, he's gonna leave her. He's going to leave her. You can, like, see it written all over it. Like, oh my gosh. Like, she only bathes once a week. That's what MGTOW just says. And it doesn't say... She said it, that she only bathes at her friends' places. So there's no way she's bathing every single day, which is downright disgusting. Like, she has to... Guys, I typically take a poop every day, so I like to wash my butt every day. I mean, it's a very basic comment. If you poop every day, you want to wash your butt every day. It's the days when the very, very few times where I have not showered, when I've taken, like, when I've not showered one day, I feel gross, I feel icky, I feel kind of scratchy. Like, I love washing my butt. Some people will say, oh, you're just terrible. I love washing my butt. It's like something I really enjoy. I love washing my butt on a daily basis. I'm addicted to washing my butt and keeping my butt clean. And a lot of people can say you're totally gross for saying something like that. But I think the people who don't openly discuss proudly that they like to wash their butts on a daily basis, I think they're the gross ones. If you are pooping on a daily basis, in fact, even forget about pooping, it's not just pooping. I mean, how do you just go through the day after day, not being clean? Like, it's just like, it baffles me. Like, how can you live like that? That's no way to live. Like, you wash your butt every single day. You clean your teeth daily. You take care of yourself. You freshen up. These people, this is no way to live. And this guy, notice the distance that the cameraman is keeping between him and her. He's like, oh, it actually smells nice in here. He is so full of shit. He is so full of shit. He is so full of shit.
You're not supposed to.
Right.
As long as you move around and you just follow the golden rule, don't stay too long. I always say to everybody on my channel, every 24 hours, change your view. And then you never get in trouble.
Okay.
Right?
Guys, do you hear this? Every 24 hours, change your view. So you're, like, always moving. Oh, like, guys, if this is not homeless living, come on. People who live in campers and RVs, they typically like, they stop at rest stops. They have a plan. For example, if you live in an RV or you live in a camper and there are Walmarts that you can stop your RV in. It's different if you're living in an RV. Don't get me wrong, it can be hard. Living in an RV is still not the easiest living. Although if you have like a campground that you're able to go to, or you have like a specific place that you park your RV, it's a little bit different because, an RV is it's a fully small mobile home unit. So I mean, you can park it somewhere and live relatively comfortably. It's not, again, it's different, but it's not terrible. And there's some truck drivers who have like this really big spaces in their trucks, like an entire living area, entire RV like living area. I'm not attacking those guys, especially the fact that those guys are who they work and they have a fully living area and they have a system. But these people are bums. They are basically moving from place to place in a van. You can you can make your van, you can make your car look as nice as you want to, but you're still living in a van. You're still living in a car. You are not living in a home. It is not a home. It is never going to replace a home. Having to move every 24 hours, guys, that's sickening. That is downright sickening. And like, you couldn't like notice, she doesn't even know what the heck she's doing. She's been doing this for like 2 months now. She's only been doing this for a few months, and she doesn't even know what the heck she's doing. Like, she's just kind of coming and going with the flow of it. She has no idea what she's doing. None. And she totally dodged the question of where she goes to potty. And she's like so happy because she's like hoping it doesn't come back around. She's like, please don't let it come back around. Please don't let it come back around.
But
Yeah.
it's not actually like, let's go ticket every car in the parking lot?
No.
Okay.
No, if they want to do an enforcement blitz, they will, and they have before.
Right.
But it's usually because some people squat. They'll take quarter of a parking lot and they never move.
Right.
Yeah, and then it ruins it for everyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
right? Because technically you're not supposed to be here at 10 o'clock, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, well, and that goes for everywhere in the city, too. Like, if you park on the streets, right? 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
the people-
Yeah, we haven't slept in the same place twice.
Little secret for being stealth camping. It doesn't mean that you have to be invisible. It just means that you don't want to stand out in a negative way. Right? So like my motorhome is obviously an RV, but people stop all the time. They'll knock on the doors, or they're just like, "Hey, man, that's nice." It's that's a good stealth. They notice me, but it's not a, "Oh my God, look at that bum squatting on the street."
Man, the amount of people that strike up a conversation with like, "Hey, cool van, what's your year, bro?"
Everybody's had a van or has a
It's a
van
hot
story.
shot. Like, I went down and tickety-boo with
So tell everyone, what's your band?
So my music is under my own name, Emily Chambers, and I've been working on my solo EP for the last year, and it's coming out September 14th here in Vancouver at the Biltmore.
Cool.
Which is going to be a fun party. And then Brendan and I are taking off down to the US on a 68-day tour. Yeah, like all through down the coast to
horseshoe.
LA, to Austin, Houston, New Orleans, to Nashville, to New York.
Wow, and then you're going to come back across Canada or US?
And then I'm actually have to fly back because I have gigs here in December, so I'm leaving
Oh my.
Bessie Blue in New Brunswick for a couple months, and then I'm going back to get her in the spring.
Awesome. Well, that sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess you'll just end up staying with him, and then in the spring you move back into your own house.
Yeah, pretty much something like
That's
that.
actually a really good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And then I want to drive her back either through the States or across Canada.
So she is so full of shit because she's not actually going to be staying in the van entirely either. She's going to be moving in with her boyfriend and staying with him for quite a bit of time before she returns to supposedly live in the van. No one in their right mind enjoys living in a van like this or in a car. You know, they pretend, they act like it's awesome. Oh, it's totally fine. It's totally cool. You know, this is a great way to live. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. She is miserable, and and to be honest with you, most women would be ashamed of this. Most women would be ashamed to live like this, especially considering the major comforts that they are so known to enjoy. So living in a van like this is just downright sickening.
Canada and
Make sure you stop in Nova Scotia and party with the Trailer Park Boys for a bit.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
okay, there you go. That's my dream. Drive across Canada, party with them for a bit.
Go
Do it.
in Dartmouth.
Yeah.
Have you traveled lots in your van?
No, I'm a local guy. I don't have the travel bug.
Okay.
To me, it's just about urban living and an alternative urban living situation.
Okay.
And because of my ability to leave whenever I want, never have to pack, and also have expendable money now,
Right.
I end up going on weekend trips almost all the time. So
Right.
like I was in Victoria last weekend, and I go up to the mountains all the time, or I just go out to Harrison Lake just cause. Just
Yeah.
like, oh, I got 2 days off. See ya.
Totally, that's how we've been.
I love it.
Yeah.
Everything I want is within 2 hours of Vancouver, mountains, islands. Like, you know, it's like.
And how do you
it's
find it in
awesome.
the winter?
Perfect.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people in Canada van dwell here all year because of our climate, right?
Well, yeah, it's probably the most mild. Yeah, totally.
And there are solutions too if you want to live in here and be comfortable without, because the furnaces are good, but they'll kill your batteries unless.
Yeah, I like a comment that RT gave me. 1016 says, he says, my cat sometimes shits himself and he is cleaner than this chick. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know how roaming millennial ends up coming up in this topic, in this video regardless. Like, do you guys sit around every day just like doing the whole how does it go? Angry and roaming, sitting in a tree, KISSING. First off, let me let me make this very clear. I am not buddies with roaming. I do not have a crush on roaming. I don't want roaming to have little angry babies. Not my little angry babies. Yeah. Let's get back to this dirty girl.
you got solar and you got to get all that stuff going
Right.
because they took the fans.
Yeah, yeah.
But there are lots of solutions. I had a propane fireplace in my last van. This is a real one in here, a wood stove, but I had a propane fireplace in my last van.
Whoa.
And yeah, and
Amazing.
they have catalytic heaters. There's all sorts of things like that, and like that. And there's lots of people on YouTube that do this in harsh climates like Minnesota all year.
Right.
So I mean, there's lots of.
So people are actually familiar with the guy with the camera. The guy who's like recording this, his name is JustinCredible. That's where I got this video from. I got it from his channel. And there's a guy that's named Mike Johnson in the comments section. He's not the only person who's mentioned this. That JustinCredible is a scammer that tries to van dwell, look sexy so suckers will give him money. There's also another person who said that he has no interest in this girl. He's just trying to sleep with her. MGTOW 92 says she's looking like she's ready to fuck. Guys, I do have to bring that up. Like, I do have to bring it up. Like, if you look at her, look at the way she's dressed. Like, she looks kind of scantily. She definitely looks scantily clad. She definitely looks scantily clad. This is that is scantily clad. She definitely looks scantily clad. Not only is she not wearing a bra, forget about the bra. Like her chest, you don't see her nipples, but or any of her boobs, but she doesn't have large ones. But again, if you look, like, she's like really scantily clad. This is really scantily clad. Like, I'm thinking to myself, right. Like, she looks like she's just ready to go. Like, this really does look like a sexual scenario right here. And she looks like she's playing naive. Like, I said it at the very beginning, like, they were gonna have like this whole threesome, like, hey bro, yeah bro, cool bro, yeah, the girl's really pretty bro, thanks bro. Hey, you wanna get in on this? Oh yeah, really bro? Yeah, definitely, hop right in. Oh yeah bro, that's me. But you know what? It's okay. Yeah.
Info out there on the net if you want to get into that and you want to do it full time. But I mean, just have any questions, just ask me. Shit, I've been doing it for 16 years and I've always been nice and cozy. Like, I'm in there watching Netflix with my wood stove on in December. Like,
yeah, I know.
of course, it is Vancouver, right? Yeah, I mean, Vancouver is not bad, but the cat.
Very cool.
Yeah, so it's a nice place. I love it, and an 84. It's in beautiful shape. So.
Yeah, it had like 114,000 Ks on it when I got it.
114,000 kilometers.
An original tape deck.
Look at that, it is too. An actual official Mopar Chrysler tape deck. Look at that. My 79 Dodge had the Chrysler AM radio, not even FM. It's an AM radio. My buddy would pull up with his camper van, he had FM. We're like, yes! Turn it up, man!
Crank it.
You afraid to work?
Oh,
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just cold right
She's
now.
got a golf tee in her to keep her shut.
Got a golf tee?
On the road.
Oh, it's this type. Oh, yeah. Oh, classic. Cool. Golf tee.
Been learning how to get her leveled. And
Guy, like, Rastafari Dante says the comments, they are losers. Like, seriously, this is the reason why you don't fuck. Like, you gotta do a little something in life. You gotta save some money. You gotta get an education or something. I mean, do something. This is no way to live, kids. Like, if you're watching, if you're like RT Gaming 1016, let this be a lesson for you why you actually make something of yourself. Because this could be you. This could be you. Homelessness is not a joke. And I want you to know, this is homelessness. This is a step above. This is a step above what it means to be strictly homeless. Sure, they have a place, they're sleeping in a van, but at the end of the day, she literally dodged the question, where do you go to the bathroom? And the simple answer was going to be, I've got a bucket, and I just go outside, and you know what, I don't really have to worry about it anymore. I just do what I have to do, and that's it. Guys, she is going at the side of the road. I've said it already. There's no bathroom in there. They're nowhere near like a store or anything, so they're not like going in there. She said it, she's not using a gym. So where else is she going to poop? She's doing it at the side of the road.
Yep. Keep it level. It works good.
like, did they come with it?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so. The little factory. That's cool. So where do you get your mail?
To my apartment in the West End that I sublet because I can't afford afford to live there right now.
And if you didn't have that, I'm sure you have at least one friend in this beautiful nation that has an address you could use,
sure,
right? Yeah,
for sure.
Simple as that. It's just one of those funny, necessary
you could go
questions.
To your work.
Yeah, you could go to your work, yeah. If you
had an office job.
Sure.
So, guys, did you actually hear that? She has an apartment that she sublets, which basically means that she rents it out to someone else to live there, and she gets her mail there because she can't afford to actually live there herself. So she's basically renting her apartment to someone else because she can't afford to live in her apartment herself. How fucking sad is that? Holy cow, could you imagine having your own apartment but not being able to live there because you are too broke? So you're living in a van, but you still get to get your mail there, and you use the rent that other people are paying. She's probably using some of the money that the people pay for the sublet to actually subsidize her living, because where does she get money from? She's a part of the so-called ban, but it doesn't sound like they make much money. She does not have a full-time job. In fact, she doesn't even have a part-time job. She makes some money from these road stops here and there. They have very little money. She has very, very little money. So one of the reasons why she's living why she has to sublet is undoubtedly that she's also getting some money from the sublet so that she can afford to actually put gas in her van and to buy food. This is it's downright insane.
Not to my work.
That's really, I think, the least of my worries, and who the hell gets mail anyways, right? Everything's online these days, right? Oh, this is fun. But, I mean, if you...
Who the hell gets mail these days? Who the hell gets mail these days? Wow. You ever heard of Amazon? You ever heard of certified mail? Who the hell gets mail these days? Yeah, who needs a package? Right.
If you want to get packages or something, it's good to have a friend with an address.
Yeah.
Just use that as your delivering address, yeah. Cool, so that was that. So we've covered how do you go to the washroom, how do you get your mail. What was the other one? Oh, how do you do your laundry?
Oh, yeah. Well, we were just at my parents' house.
There you go. And if you weren't at your parents' house, I heard about these magical buildings. What are they called?
Laundromat.
Oh, laundry. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And you also get that biodegradable soap, and I can wash most of my clothes in the sink, and you can put them out.
Totally. Yeah. You know what? I've done some emergency laundry in my shower many a times.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Not that difficult.
It's not that
Laundry.
difficult.
Just like apartment.
The laundry, yeah.
Just buy new underwear.
Yeah, just Walmart. They're cheap, right? Awesome, Emily. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm very, very happy to meet you.
Happy to meet you.
All right. I'm going to link your band, your links below in the description of this video, so everyone can check you out. Can they follow your journey?
Yeah, they can follow my journey. They can follow me at em_chambers and emilychambers.ca. They subscribe to my mailing list, and I'll have video updates all along the way.
Cool. So you have an Instagram too?
Yep.
All right, sweet. I'm going to be putting that link below.
Awesome.
Awesome. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Keep on rocking in the free world.
Cheers. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Get your boots off my bed. This looks comfy. Okay.
Got this.
Okay. My bones. Now I know you're at home. Too long
Come and won't be your baby. Come and won't be your baby. Come and won't be your baby. Drops down my bones. Come and won't be your baby. Come and won't be your darling. Come and won't be your baby. Drops down my bones. Baby, it's cold outside. I'm trembling and breathing. I ain't gonna survive unless we learn some healing. You got to want me from my head to my toes. Till my fingers stop hurting you. Jump down my bones. Baby, it's cold. It's cold. I ain't gonna survive. It's cold outside. I'm not gonna survive, so let's get some healing. You got to want me from my head to my toes. Till my fingers snap the fingers.
Woo, awesome. Did you hear the dogs outside? The dogs were cheering you on outside too. What the hell? Yeah. Awesome. High five.
Cheers.
Thanks, man.
Awesome.
Thanks so much.
So yeah, that was this was a reason why you at least want to finish high school. All right, kids. Angry to stop this or I cut myself. Oh my god. When a big toss is garbage. Oh my god. Wow, I had 108 people watching. Some of them probably disappeared after that performance. But, you know, again, guys, it's always interesting seeing how different people live. And we realize that women are going downhill in this society. They've made their beds. They're going to have to lay in them. And they don't have a lot of options going forward. You know, I talk about feminism frequently. I talk about how feminism has affected the lives of women, how feminism has affected the lives of men, and I want to make it very clear that things are going to get worse before they get better, if they get better at all. This girl is not an ugly girl. She's a pretty girl, but it's really unfortunate that a lot of women are going to find themselves living the type of lifestyle that she's living in much worse because they've put themselves in these scenarios. I mean, she has an apartment that she sublets because she can't afford to live in her apartment. She has no income coming in beyond the so-called ban. And what happens when she gets older and she needs money and she doesn't have any, she has no options? I mean, let me tell you something, guys. When I went to work at a call center, when I wanted to work at a call center a number of years ago, they give you a test. They give you a test that proves that you can do basic math, that you have reading comprehension skills, that you can actually answer a phone. There's like software that tests your ability to answer a phone. There's all kinds of crazy stuff, guys. It's really ridiculous. Like pretty much so many jobs you get these days, you have to take a test now. You have to take a test now. Your best bet at avoiding an exam is getting in a job at a startup. But if you're getting a job working for a corporation, they're going to give you a test. They're going to give you a math test. They're going to make sure that you actually have the skills to complete the job. That's the honest to goodness truth. They're going to give you a test to make sure you have the skills to at least complete the job. And feminism has it's lied to women. It's made women think that they actually have the capacity to survive on their own out in the wilderness. Keep in mind that she has this boyfriend that she's, stashing back and forth with, and it's not a pretty scenario. Like I said, she's living on the streets. She has to move every 24 hours. She can be picked up by the cops, harassed by the cops. This is like a serious situation. And then she has parents. She mentioned going to her parents' house, but she lives in her van, so she doesn't live with her parents. Guys, shit is going to hit the fan How many parents would let their daughters live in a van? How many parents would let their daughters live in a van? They'd rather have them live on sleep on their couch than live in a van. But again, for her, this is just what she wants to do. She's an adult and she's doing what she wants to do. But this is no way to live. For people in general, this is no way to live. It's a miserable way to live. This is homelessness, and she completely dodged the question. She completely dodged it because I think she was going to explode if she had to answer the question, where does she go to the bathroom? Like, he completely changed it. Like, he said, well, we might as well not, dodge the question anymore. Where do you go shower? Like, he totally didn't discuss where does she go to the bathroom. Did not discuss where did she go to the bathroom. And then, of course, he brought the fact, like, everyone was thinking, yo, she smells really, really bad. And he's like, and I just want you to know, she doesn't smell. She doesn't smell. Like, everyone was thinking it. Like, she would smell really, really bad based on this video. As he was interviewing her, and based on her lifestyle and what she was doing, he knew, like, everyone was thinking, oh my gosh, it must smell really, really bad in there. Oh my gosh. And most women won't even have this. Most women won't even have a van to live in. Most women will be, like, just on the streets. They won't have a plan. All their shit is going to get repossessed, thrown away. Like, they're going to have stockpiles of shoes and junk just thrown away. Some women are going to put their shit in storage. Well, most women are just going to lose their stuff in general. They won't have a place to live. All their stuff that they wasted tens of thousands of dollars on, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars on, is going to be discarded. And they're going to find themselves without a home, without a roof over their head, and with no options going forward. And you can't feel sorry for these women because they brought this onto themselves. They made this decision for themselves. They put themselves in these tough spaces, in these tough situations. And I just want to remind you guys, there's this new feature called Super Chat. So if you want, like, me to read your chat, if you want me to see, like, your comment, like, you can actually, like, pay like $1 or something, and your chat, your message, whatever you say in the chat, will be highlighted. It's a new feature. But yeah, I mean, like, it's really ridiculous, guys. It's really ridiculous thinking that you're going to live in a van and you're going to have a really great life. Car living is rough. I've talked about this. I mean, I remember having to take a shit at the side of the highway while some homeless woman was watching. It's not fun, guys. It's a miserable way to live. And if you don't want this, plan for the future, because a lot of women are going to find themselves living this way. When you hear me laughing, I'm not laughing because I think what's happening to them is funny. I'm laughing because of how delusional they are. Whenever someone starts saying, this is awesome, yeah, this is awesome, man, like, I love this, man, living in my car, yeah, like, it's like the best ever, like, I don't even want to go back to modern living. Anytime I hear that, I just start laughing because they are completely delusional. Like, no, I don't ever want to live that way again. But if you're going to start acting like this is a great way to live, I'm going to laugh at you because I know you're full of shit, or you've lost your fucking mind. Just want to remind you guys, I make 3 of these videos a day plus bonus videos. So I want to remind you guys to, if you want to continue helping me to make these videos, consider going over to my YouTube homepage or clicking on the link to my Patreon in the description of this video. Clicking on the Patreon, become a patron, leave a donation via Patreon. This allows you to support me on a regular basis. It really makes a difference. You can become Patreon for $5. Every little helps and ensures I can continue to make quality content for you guys. So please go become a Patreon and help me to continue making content for you guys. Also, never miss another Angry MGTOW video again by enabling notifications. Very easy to do. Just click on the little notification button next to the subscribe button below any of my videos. You'll see a pop-up that says send me all notifications for this channel. Click on the box, hit save. If you've already done it, you don't have to do it again. This will ensure that you'll always get a notification whenever I'm live streaming or whenever I just put out another video in general. So definitely let me know if you agree that when it comes down to it, homelessness will drive white women insane. It will drive women insane in general. This is a great response to JustinCredibleTV. You can watch the video again, full video, by checking out the link in the comment. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MGTOW or death. And cheers. Why the hell does Harris 3693 say I am broke as fuck? I'll donate 1 cent. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Ginger Sleeps at $5. Go pledge $5, bro. Go pledge that $5. I love you guys. Peace.